watching Sunday Sound Off with Frank Boal.
Evening, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Sound Off. You get to be a chance and be a part of the conversation on everything sports. Tweet us your questions and comments using the hashtag Sunday Sound Off. Let's introduce tonight's panel. They're very familiar to you by now. Soren Petro, Sports Radio 810 WHB. He is the host of the program from 10 to 2 every day. Quit guffawing at my Villanova Wildcats, will you?
Yeah, trust me, I'm not going to have 10th-seeded Syracuse rolling all the way to the Final Four, Frank, because I have what's known as integrity, okay?
Well,
integrity.
I don't have that, so I'm not going to worry about
Villanova
that.
goes down to Iowa, second round.
Jeez. TJ Carpenter, I don't even have Iowa winning. TJ Carpenter from Sports Radio 810, Sports Night. TJ?
I had to go to the bathroom really quickly because I had to get the taste out of my mouth from that Villanova stuff. Threw up a little bit. It was not good.
My gosh. Blair Kirkhoff, KC Star columnist. Blair?
How you doing, Frank? Yeah, I'm dealing with a little bracket leak myself here. So people on social media would know what happened tonight with bracket leak. That's a new term for the lexicon. The bracket got out a little earlier than planned.
A lot of unhappy executives at CBS right now, I know. Okay, gentlemen, here are hot topics of the evening. What grade do you give the Chiefs in free agency? The NFL hammered the Chiefs for tampering, $250,000. Other fines to Reed and Dorsey, and harshest part, third and sixth round draft choices. Wow, too harsh. And finally, who will play second base for the Kansas City Royals? But first tonight, we will go to our question of the week. KU has a tough draw in the NCAA South region. What team could give them the most trouble reaching the Final Four? Soren.
You know, I've been talking about this team all year long. It's the Maryland Terrapins, and Maryland's a team that was in the top 5 for much of this year. I think talent-wise, they're as good as maybe anybody, and I think their upside, their ceiling is actually higher than Kansas. Kansas, more veteran team and a steadier team. I think you know more of what you're going to get from the Kansas Jayhawks, but Maryland's going to bring a bigger front line, a lot bigger front line into this game. They've got a big-time guard that's going to handle the ball, that can get shots on his own late in the shot clock. I think if Maryland brings its A game, they will win this game. The problem is they haven't brought that A game that often, and certainly haven't been bringing in it enough here lately. But that's a very scary game, and I think a team that's big and physical and can win on the boards and keep Kansas from getting those extra possessions, I think that's going to be the toughest scare for them, much more so than your Villanova Wildcats, Frank.
Oh, wow. TJ?
When you play your best, anybody can win. It's when you don't play your best, can you still win games? Kansas has shown that when they don't play well on the road, as they did in Waco, Texas, they can still win by 6. They show that when they do play well, like they did in Austin against Texas, they can win by 30. So the question here is how does Kansas play? I know that, and I agree with Soren, you know, there's a lot of talent out there for Cal. There's a lot of talent out there for Maryland, but they're more up and down than Kansas is. Kansas has been steady. Defense travels. And the fact of the matter is that unless Perry Ellis gets hurt, unless they have atrocious free throw shooting, which has been known to happen for Kansas from time to time this season, or unless they get Farouk Manesh like they did in 2010, I don't really see Kansas getting upset in this tournament. I think they win the South region.
Gee, Kansas is Kansas's own worst enemy. Okay. Blair, what do you got?
Yeah, well, I mean, once they get to the regional final and they have that walkover over Villanova, I think it's before they get there. Soren and TJ are both right about this. The Sweet 16 matchup that is presumed to be Maryland or Cal would present a problem for Kansas, just with the talent level on both of those teams. Jalen Brown for California, it could be a top 5 NBA draft pick. There's potentially 3 first-round draft picks in that Cal starting lineup. Maryland with not just the height up front with Diamond Stone, but they've got good-sized guards as well. So I think either one of those teams would be a matchup issue for Kansas. However, I would pick Kansas against either one of those teams right now. The way the Jayhawks are playing, 14 wins in a row, 8 of those wins over ranked teams, 5 of those away from Lawrence. The Jayhawks are just rolling right now, going into the tournament with a full head of steam, unlike any time in the last few years.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. If they win 20 straight to win it and go out and win 20 straight games to win a national championship, they'll get on in Kansas history as one of the greatest teams ever to play out there. Up next, our hot topics. You're watching Sunday Sound Off.